Hi, it's Gilbert. In this video, I'm going to go through the steps and the processes that are involved with getting this Samsung tablet, whose screen you see right here, to work in conjunction with the WolfVision camera in your courtroom, so that you will be able to annotate documents or pictures that are on the camera's platter, or you can also use the tablet as a whiteboard, so that you can draw on the tablet, and whatever you're drawing on the screen will show up on the large screen inside the courtroom. So there's a couple things that we need to do to get the tablet to work in conjunction with the WolfVision camera. So the first thing we need to do is to connect the tablet to the wireless network in your courtroom that the camera is attached to. Each one of the courtrooms has a wireless network for the tablet and for the document camera. They're pretty much universal. 7A WolfVision, 7B WolfVision. I'm actually in 3D right now, so I'm going to connect this tablet to the wireless network for the camera and the tablet. So what I need to do is I'm going to swipe to the left here on the tablet to get to the little settings button. You can see from my mouse cursor, I'm going to tap on the settings button right here, and you'll see the Wi-Fi screen is up, and you'll see this third choice here from my mouse cursor. That's the wireless network for the tablet and for the camera, so I need to attach to that or connect to it. So I'm going to tap on that, and the password screen comes up. I'm going to click on this button here so I can see what I'm typing. Once again, the wireless network for each courtroom and the password is on a label on the back of the tablet. So I'm going to go ahead and type in the password .cam43d, and I'm going to tap on connect, and you'll see it's connecting, and now I am connected to that wireless network. As you can see right here, it says connected. So we're going to attach these tablets to the wireless network in each one of your courtrooms. So this should already be done when you turn the tablet on inside the courtroom. You might want to just go in and make sure that it is connected, because it does need to be connected to that network in order for this to work. So I'm going to go and hit the back arrow and get back out to the main tablet screen. I'm going to swipe here to the right, because the application that I'm going to use on the tablet is this vSolution Connect application. And so you'll see it's in the icon in the upper left hand corner. So I'm going to go ahead and tap on that with my finger, and this is the WolfVision vConnect application that works in conjunction with the document camera that's in the courtroom. You'll notice that at the top of the screen up here I have like a menu button, or a place where I can choose items from. If I click on this three little squiggly lines up here, that menu disappears, and then once again if I go and click on that at the top, you'll see this menu again. You'll notice one of the first things is that this mute button is orange, and it needs to be orange because it's going to mute the microphone that's on the tablet. If that's not muted, you might get some feedback inside the courtroom. So we have that set up to automatically mute when it turns on. That just might be something that you might want to make note of, that the mute is actually on. The next thing I'm going to need to do once the application is open is to connect the tablet to the camera that's in the courtroom. And so what I need to do is actually set the tablet on the platter underneath the camera, just like if I was going to put a document on the document camera. And then up in the upper left hand corner, this little connect, I'm going to tap that with my finger. You'll notice a menu comes up, and then I'm going to tap this start auto pairing, and you'll see from the little video here that you need to set the tablet on the document camera platter underneath the camera, and then once you have the sitting underneath the camera, go ahead and tap the screen to start, and you'll see it flashing red and blue, and then the application will come back on, And you'll notice now from my mouse cursor that this has changed to disconnect instead of connect, and it's actually orange. So it is, the tablet is connected and talking to the document camera that's in your courtroom. So now I can use the features of the application on the tablet inside the courtroom, and what I do on the tablet you'll be able to see on the big screen inside the courtroom. So let's say they want to, I want to annotate a picture that's on the document camera. So I'm going to go ahead and put a picture on the document camera right now inside the courtroom. And you've got a couple buttons across the top. This button right here, the source button, that's going to be important, as well as this annotation button right here. So in order for me to see what's on the document camera, I'm going to need to go down here in the very lower left-hand corner where it says Sources and tap that with my finger. And you'll notice the Sources menu comes up, and this VZ9-4, that's my camera in the courtroom. So in order to get this tablet to work with the camera, I need to push down on that little icon, camera icon, and hold it with my finger until it kind of, so you can see there's my finger, it's kind of moving, and then I'm going to drag that icon to the middle of the screen here on the tablet and let go. And now you can see the picture that I've placed on the document camera inside the courtroom. So now let's say I want to annotate, or I want to hand the tablet to the witness and say, okay, point to where you are in the picture. So at this point I need to do a few things. I need to go up here to where it says Source and tap on Source, and we're going to use these first two features here in the menu. Live, if I click on Live, that's actually in the courtroom showing me what's on the document camera platter. If I click on Tablet, then it's going to show the tablet, and when I'm drawing on the tablet or annotating on the tablet. So since I'm going to draw here on the tablet, I'm going to select Tablet. I'll select Tablet, and then this little icon over here, this little eyeball, I'm going to click on that, and it's going to turn from orange to clear. And now inside the courtroom you should be able to see the picture on the screen. And then if I take the tablet and I click on this annotation button here, you'll notice at the bottom of the screen I have some choices now, colors, I have the pen here, I think this is the thickness of the line of the pen, but I'm going to choose this red button here. And then if you were to hand the tablet to like the witness and say, okay, draw an arrow to where you are in the picture, I'm going to draw an arrow, and you can see I'm drawing it to me. That is actually me. And I can annotate on the picture that's underneath the document camera, and you should be able to see that in the courtroom. Now if I make a mistake, this little trash can down arrow, if I swipe down with my finger, it erases it. And then once again here I'm going to try and draw a better arrow. There I am on the screen. And so the person that has the tablet, if it's the witness or if it's somebody else, they can actually draw on the picture, and whatever they draw on the picture you should be able to see on the screen in the courtroom. And then once again I'm going to go down here to where the trash can is. I'm going to erase those arrows. Here, let's say I wanted to actually put a document on there. I'll take the picture off. I'm going to replace that with the document. There's a document on there now. Oops. Okay, there's my document. Now once again, if I choose, I can write on the document, and whatever you see me writing on the document, you're actually going to see on the screen in the courtroom. And so that's how the annotation feature works in this particular application. So what it does is it allows me to whatever I place underneath the camera in the courtroom, I'm going to put my picture back up here. Whatever I place on that document camera platter, when I have this annotation feature on, I can actually draw on the tablet. There's me, and you can see that annotation on the screen in the courtroom. So go ahead, I'm going to erase it. And then once I'm done using this particular feature, I can click the annotation button up here and it turns it off. And then I can, if I tap this little squiggly button again right here, I can actually tap the X here and it goes back to the WolfVision main screen. Now let's say I want to use the whiteboard feature. Okay, once again, I'm going to tap this little icon up here so this menu comes down. And then I'm going to tap down here, this sources button again. Let that menu come up. And now instead of the camera icon here, I'm going to push down and hold that little icon, the pen, until it highlights. And then I'm going to drag that to the middle of the screen and let go. And now this is the whiteboard feature of the application. Now in the courtroom, I can now draw on the tablet, and whatever you see me draw on the tablet will show up on the screen in the courtroom. So once again, this little eyeball icon up here, it's orange. That means you can't see in the courtroom what I'm drawing on the tablet, so I need to click on that to make sure that that turns from orange to clear. You can see that the annotation button is on again, and so now if I go down here and I'm going to choose a color, and actually on the pen I'm going to slide that, and actually I'm going to slide the top one. Fat fingers aren't working. Make it a little more narrow, and then now I can write on the tablet poorly, and whatever I write on this whiteboard, you can see that on the screen in the courtroom. And then once again, using this little trash can, swiping down on it, I can erase. So this slide bar here that I'm moving deals with the fatness of the line that I'm going to draw. See, I pushed it over and now it's really thicker than it was. This button here I think makes the color brighter. Yeah, makes the actual color brighter. And so now whatever I draw on this whiteboard feature, you should be able to see it inside the courtroom. So that's the whiteboard feature that's available for you to use in the courtroom. And then I'm going to turn this whiteboard feature off, so I'm going to go ahead and turn off the annotation button up here. And then I'm going to once again click on this little tab so I can hide that menu, so that I can go over here and use the X to close the whiteboard application down. So by using the sources button down here, once again tapping on that, I can choose to either annotate what's on the camera, or I can choose the whiteboard feature. So once again, I'm going to go back to the annotation feature of a picture. So I'm going to hold my finger down on the camera and then drag it to the center of the screen on the tablet, let go, and now there's my picture again. And then I'm going to click the little, when this eyeball here is orange with the slash through it, that means you can't see it in the courtroom. Now if I click on that and I get the eyeball without the slash through it and it stops being orange, now on the screen in the courtroom I can see my picture I'm going to click on this tab here so I get that menu again across the top. Choose annotation, and then you'll notice my pen and my colors came back. I'm going to slide this down a little bit, and then go ahead and choose a color, and then you can hand the tablet to the witness and you can say, okay, show me where you are in this picture, and then I can circle myself. There I am. And then once again, using the arrow, the trash can down here, I can erase what I drew. Or you can say draw an arrow to where you are in the picture, and here I'm going to draw an arrow to me on the picture. And that's how the annotation feature works. So those are the two features you can use in this WolfVision application. I'm going to go ahead and close that down again. And so you can use this tablet to help you annotate or use the whiteboard feature, and then you'll be able to see that on the big screen inside the courtroom. So hopefully this was helpful, and we'll be coming by the courtrooms to show everybody how this works, and we're also available at any time to come up to the courtrooms and help you guys out. But that's basically the Samsung tablet working in coordination with the WolfVision camera to let you do some annotation features inside the courtroom. Okay? Thanks.